The skies are cold and gray. The storm is on its
NASA's spacecraft Perseverance lands on Mars. The spacecraft Perseverance landed smoothly on the red planet after a 7-month journey. The vehicle will search for evidence that there was once life on Mars. The American National Aeronautics and Space Agency's spacecraft Perseverance landed on the red planet Mars with 20 cameras and mini helicopters as part of the Mars 2020 mission. Perseverance will look for traces of life on the red planet, whose distance from Earth ranges from 55 million to 400 million kilometers according to its orbit around the Sun. Swati Mohan, who led the operation, announced the landing, which was broadcast live on Thursday, had been successful. After entering the atmosphere of the red planet, the spacecraft, whose rocket engines slowed down in speed, headed to the surface of Mars with a landing parachute. In the final stage of the landing maneuver, it was pulled down by some kind of crane with cables to Jezero crater from a height of about 20 meters. The crane then left the spacecraft to make its own landing on the planet. During the 7-minute critical landing maneuver, NASA employees experienced great excitement. After announcing that the landing had been successful, NASA Research Director Thomas Zurbuchen hugged employees, ignoring the corona restrictions. Perseverance took the first black and white photo of the Martian surface immediately after landing. Biden's celebration. U.S. President Joe Biden congratulated NASA officials on the landing, which he described as historic. Today, it has been proven once again that nothing is beyond the power of science and American genius, Biden said of the successful landing in a message he shared on Twitter. The spacecraft, which moved from Earth to Mars in July, will conduct research into previous possible microbial life on the planet in the coming years. The vehicle, which weighs about a ton, has a 2-meter-long robotic arm, as well as numerous cameras and microphones. In addition, the first mini helicopter Ingenuity flying outside the Earth also went to Mars with this vehicle. Perseverance is the 5th spacecraft to be sent to Mars. 4 other spacecraft were also sent by the United States. The last sent spacecraft Curiosity is still operating. NASA sends oxygen-producing mechanical tree and helicopter to Mars. He will search for traces of life. The 45-kilometer diameter Jezero crater where the spacecraft landed is located in the northern hemisphere of Mars. Scientists assume a river flowed into the lake in this crater about 3.5 billion years ago. According to NASA member Ken Farley, Mars at the time had a strong atmosphere with lakes and rivers on its surface, and had habitable habitats where the organisms we know on Earth today could thrive. Mars is the only planet known to have these conditions. Mars 2020 is the first mission commissioned to compile evidence that life once existed on the red planet. NASA has budgeted about $2.4 billion in this context. The German Aviation Center also supports the mission in evaluating data and images. The vehicle will collect rock and soil samples from the remnants of the Jezero crater and surrounding rivers, lakes, and delta. The collected samples will be brought back to Earth for analysis. The samples are scheduled to be brought to Earth in the 2030s as part of a joint mission planned by NASA and the European Space Agency.